All right, guys, back again. Welcome to Stone Blue Airlines. I'm out with Matt. We're about to fly one of our smaller wings.
Yeah, smaller. Man, I tell you what, I have a pretty good pucker factor when launching this thing for you.
Guys, we're taking a look at the Sweepwings Behemoth, and the name pretty much says it all. It's a big wing, 60 inches. Build was really nice, pretty much just like all the other builds.
Oh yeah, there's nothing to be intimidated about. The size is deceptive. It goes together like any wing.
We've got one in the custom build shop coming out. I worked on this one for a while for my own building, so I could test out, test gear on it, motor, all that fun stuff. So we're running on 4S today. We're running Emax servos, our 17 gram in there, and then the locking control horn rods. Running left hand for video, 400 milliwatt, easy OSD. I think that's pretty much it. We've done the mod for the GoPro box on the front, and then some custom skids that don't come in there. So it's a big wing. This is our second time up in the air.
Yeah, and both times it's been freezing.
Yeah, it's cold, it's winter. I don't know why we all expect it to be warmer, but.
Well, my dad always said, if you're gonna be stupid, you gotta be tough.
We're not. Oh, sorry. All right, so with this, surprisingly, you're gonna see it, unless we have a crash right on takeoff. It's actually probably...
I have never messed up launching you before.
It's a floaty wing, it really is. So let's get in the air, less talking, and we'll show you how she looks flying.
Yeah, give me that thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot how heavy this is.
So running two 5200s on 4S.
How do we want to do this?
Straight out is fine.
Here?
Yeah, a little bit of... Yeah,
I got the wind behind me.
Let me just do a test on it.
Okay.
Gotta get up and go.
It's a lot of get up and go.
Yeah, and I wasn't even at half.
Oh no, really?
Yep. Ready?
Are we actually hot?
Yep, we're hot this time.
About 54 right now. I
mean. All right, the Behemoth is up. She's flying. It's on 4S. We're testing it on an Emax motor. Forget what we settled on. I brought in, I think it's a 1090 kV. That's a nice setup for 4S. I think what were we hitting that top end? Somewhere in the 70s?
We hit 72.
72?
Yeah, that's the top I saw, and that was actually against the wind.
So 72 into the wind, gauged it somewhere in the 75 mile an hour range, but it's meant to be a long distance ship. So I wanted to get some run time on it. So we're running again, two 5200 4S jet fuel packs. Should easily be able to take 3, which is the plan for someone who wants to do some long distance, long range. It's kind of crazy. It's a big aircraft, but she's really docile in the air. So I'm gonna slow her down and let's see how she looks coming in.
Also, while he's doing that, you notice when we're maidening something, we're trying a new setup, we have a spotter. He's flying line of sight. I'm looking at the FPV. When you go to try new settings on a plane or you're going to maiden a plane, don't just throw your FPV goggles on and go fly. You need to kind of sneak up on it a little bit. Be responsible.
That way you troubleshoot, you're testing everything as you go along. FPV is just not one of the things that you just want to take a chance at something not working and then getting under the goggles. All right.
I'm monitoring the amperage. I'm giving him play-by-play, anything he wants to know on this stuff. So,
well, she's trimmed good. I mean, she's flying line of sight, so now really it's a matter of just FPV in the thing. Let's bring her in here.
that looks great. Great, beautiful.
Not the most graceful approach, but it's harder to land these beasts, honestly, line of sight than it is to get under the goggles and bring them in with the FPV setup. But
well, it's worth it. The ounce of prevention, the old
Yeah.
adage is worth a pound of cure. Do the line of sight first. Do the line of sight first.
if you're looking for a big wing with loads of juice that you can throw into it on a 4S setup, the Behemoth definitely is that wing. We got a couple guys that are building one. We're doing one for a company that's going to be using it for some work down in Texas. We do them for UAS work, farming, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys need a custom build, or you're just looking for a neat build up this holiday season and new year and a new plane to fly, it's a beast.
Yeah, but the only problem with that thing is it makes me want to pack up and go out west now, like somewhere like Colorado where you could just go.
Yeah, that really would be an ideal platform for that, for long range flights. We were at a top speed of 72 and an average speed of 37 miles an hour.
We didn't go out for distance yet.
You got to test stuff. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
everybody's excited to get going.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, show some restraint.
And this big of a beast was on 3-cell. We ran it on the same motor that we run in the Chimera. So a 1450 kV. I was swinging a bigger prop. It was definitely working that motor, but on 3-cell, we already had 15,000 milliamp on 3S. So it's a pretty impressive.
Well, with the airfoil that Ruben has on there with Sweepwings and everything. Believe it or not, even with the 3-cell, it was a little bit anemic on the Chimera motor setup, but it leapt out of my hand. We had no problem launching it.
Yeah, it's for an underpowered setup. It still
It just left like it was supposed to.
Guys, we have the recommended stuff in the store if you're interested in building up the Behemoth. Nice job, Ruben from Sweepwings on the wings. That's one reason why we sell them. They're American made. It's just a nice wing. The build up, you can paint them. You can pretty much do whatever you want with them.
Oh yeah.
And customize them. And guys, we'll be showing this really neat build that Matt's working on as well on a Behemoth. But this is just the first taste of this big wing. You'll be seeing more of this one soon. So, guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Let's go get the plane.
Fly it again?
Yeah.
That sounded like a flight test.
I know it did.
We sincerely wish to thank you sincerely for everything. Josh, I love you.
I can definitely feel that it's a bigger plane now under FPV, but it basically means that the plane kind of holds itself in the air differently than where you're not fighting it. We were flying the Spectre earlier, and although it's quite stable in the wind, it also is a plane that can get knocked around quite a bit more. So when you're talking about a 60-inch wingspan, a wing that's what, over 5 pounds.
Yeah, well, you have the weight, and what it does is it inhibits the environmental conditions from knocking your plane around.
Right.
So, I mean, it flies like a bigger airplane, and most of the time, the bigger airplanes are the easier ones to fly. Now, we don't recommend for a beginner going out and getting a gargantuan airplane, of course.
This one would also be a bit hard to hand launch yourself. Seeing how well it actually flies, it is doable, but it would be a wing that you definitely want to have a friend with you to toss it like I have Matt.
Well, it's always easy. It's always nicer too, because safety-wise, having a spotter.
Yeah. 62. I hit just shy of 90. Seems to like to at least cruise right in the 40-mile-an-hour range. Feels very stable there. In the 36 to 38 mile-an-hour range, I start to notice just a teensy bit of wag.
Wiggle waggle?
Yeah, just a little bit, not much, but Most of these planes like to fly over 40 anyway.
She still floats. Yeah, you need to milk it.
Okay.
On the basic road. And you got to remember too, this is a bigger wing. So the ground effect is going to start hitting you higher than it would in some of your smaller wings.
I like it. I mean, it feels very stable. I like it.
That final, I just noticed something.
What?
After you landed, you started breathing again.
FPV is a blast, but yeah,
we're on a little tiny platform with a gargantuan behemoth of a wing.
Well, it does show. I mean, I was trying to get over to the end and land somewhere in the middle of the space.
Well, they're going to see too when they look at the DVR footage.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more dramatic, the drop off at that end. And if you come in and clip it,
yeah, you don't want to land on the back side of this. It's a great little spot. She FPV's great. I like it.
Oh yeah, there's nothing.
I like it.
Nothing to say bad about it.